I had taken a class some time ago as part of a Christian leadership group, and the person that led the class, explained to all the white people that are in the class, or first asked everybody to raise their hand if they're racist.
What was the person who led the class, white or black, or white or non-white?
She's white.
Okay.
She said, "Raise your hand if you're racist." Nobody raised their hand, and she said, "Every white person that's in this room, their hand should be up." Do you feel the same way that all white people by definition is racist?
All of them that I've ever met, yes. Because if you support racism in any way whatsoever, you support it or you don't do anything against it, then you're supporting it. Either you're doing something to destroy it, or you're doing something to support it. So every white person does something to support racism, to support the continuation of white supremacy.
By definition, whether they are prejudiced or not.
Right. And there's a difference. A lot of people don't make a distinction between words. Okay. Racism, prejudice, bigotry, discrimination. I mean, these things are different terms. Okay? I mean, you can be prejudiced. Anybody, everyone is prejudiced against something or for something. That doesn't make you a racist, because you don't have the power to affect other people, either good or bad. And to me, the word nigger or racist, well, again, nigger doesn't bother. Nigger is something that racists have tried, have made into such a horrible thing. I mean, like I said, growing up, it wasn't horrible. It was in the family. It wasn't a horrible thing, But in the past 10, 15 years, the racists have, they've like beat us up with the word that they started off with. So they keep beating us anyway. Hello? Why? I'm not going to let you beat me over something that to me ain't all that bad. But you call one of them suckers a racist and watch their reaction.
Well, according to President Bush, the worst part of his entire presidency was a quote from some rapper named Kanye West, who said George Bush doesn't like black people. Out of everything that George Bush dealt with in the 8 years of presidency that he stole, the worst part of it was what Kanye West said.
That's interesting.
Unbelievable.
Did you have finish about that class you were talking about? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, what I was saying was, a lot of the white people in the classroom definitely, had trouble, getting that concept. A lot of them were offended, and though, I find myself to not really be a fan of the N-word or nigger, I have used it in definitely my teenage years. What does kind of bring a little bit of a smile to my face is when riding the train in New York City and seeing a bunch of teens using the N-word in their regular conversation, and watching white people on the train. You can see their skin crawling because they don't know how to react to that word, and it's like there's a lot of history in that word. And from a white perspective, that they're always adding a couple hundred years to how long ago slavery was. Wasn't that 600-700 years ago? No. That's just a grandfather's grandfather's grandfather. Away. It's not very far. In the past. So it's something that shouldn't be forgotten, and I'm glad that's one of the ways that is a daily reminder,
Yeah.
So I have mixed feelings about the word.
I don't have mixed feelings about it at all, because they did it. They did it. They made us victims of their oppression. They did that. We didn't do that. It wasn't our fault. We didn't do anything wrong. They did it. And they need to have their damn skins crawled because they did it and they've never done anything to repair it. Okay? Except, they act like their skin's crawled. Skin don't crawl. Let me tell you what. Oh, am I going off here? I don't care.
They can't rectify it, or they could find some form of remorse.
Hell yeah!
I think Bill Clinton did issue some sort of apology.
Sucker on his head.
Some form of apology, but I think that
an apology without meaningful action behind it ain't nothing but a bunch of words. Yeah. What you go? All right, now you're apologizing for a wrong that you did. All right, now what are you going to do about it? Just to say I'm sorry and keep on stepping? That's an insult.
Agreed.
That's a damn insult. White folks will come up to me and smile in my face, be just as sweet and nice as they want to be. And I'm standing there looking at them and I'm saying, well, you done stole all the damn land. You done got all the money. You done raped, you done robbed, you done murdered, you done killed, you done stomped, you done every despicable thing underneath the sun.
Speak on it.
I guess you have. Now you can come up and smile because you can afford to be nice. Because you got everything. You got everything you could possibly want. So now you can go around affording to be nice and smiling, but you didn't get the hell out of my face. You be smiling up in my face. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it at all. And that's just what I feel. They say that you shouldn't be angry. Well, I am angry. I'm angry that every day of my life, these people have just flaunted their nastiness, their evilness. They've just flaunted it, and they continue to do it.
What about the white people that have a good sense of morale, or the Kennedys, or
who?
About the Kennedys?
I don't even know what that means. Those words don't even go together. White people and the Kennedys. Kennedy is some of the biggest crooks in the universe. In the universe. Good sense of morale. A good sense of morale means that you have got to acknowledge what you've done and stop doing it. You can't say, I took everything. I got everything over here, but now we're going to make a level playing field. That ain't level.
Well, how do we make it level?
Boy, that's a hell of a question. How much time we got left?
For about 2 minutes.
How do we make it
Answer
level?
his question.
Whew. To begin with, you've got to acknowledge it and then say, hey, you make it level with me? Pay me. Give me about $300,000 per person. And I can go on from there. That doesn't make it level. But in a world of money, I can work with that. If I get, there's 6 of us in my family, I don't want to forget nobody, huh? So, not counting now grandkids, 6 of them in my family at $300,000, $500,000 each. You're talking about a few $1 million. We can build institutions. We can build business. We can build different entities with that money. Okay? So, that is a beginning. But, don't come to me with empty words. I'm sorry. I'm at least a bit interested in I'm sorry unless you have actions that are going to follow.
Do we have any more time?
59 seconds.
All right. Is there a way that we can level perspective from the black community? Is there steps that the black community could take to kind of level where we stand?
We can get rid of white people.
Get rid of white people.
That's
Actually,
one way.
I was thinking, go back to Africa and close down the borders. I think China did that for a while.
Yeah.
And built themselves up from the inside.
Yeah.
And then open your borders again.
Yeah.
I think they
white
had
people.
to open their borders again by force.
Yeah.
But for a while they shut down,
Yeah. They did.
regroup, you build from within. That was just, one thing that we could do.
We have to go. God, this was kind of nice. Thank you there, brother. My sister.
Thank you.
This is very nice. This is Nubian News. You can get in touch with us at www.nubiannews.com, thenubiannews.com, www.thenubiannews.com.